Hey guys, Brennan here. Today I thought I'd give you a little bit more of an optimistic video instead of the usual "the world is burning" video. So today I want to talk about one of my investments and also just a company that's really impacted my life personally. And that is BioHarvest Sciences. I became a shareholder back in late 2020, I believe. And so I've been a shareholder for about 5 years or so. And they've released their flagship product, which is Vinia. And so they have just the bottle of pills, the nutraceutical. And then they also made a tea infused product. They made some chews that are the double formula. And they just recently released the electrolyte version where it incorporates Vinia into 6 different flavors of electrolytes. And all those products are doing incredibly well. Like even the electrolyte product, which is the newest one, that was released sometime November, December of 2025. And it's May right now, so it's been about 6 months or so. And it's almost $1 million product, which says a lot in terms of the formulation of the product and just how well it performs in the body, because people are really gravitating towards that product. And so because the electrolytes have generated so much revenue in such a short amount of time, BioHarvest Sciences is now considering directing more capital to expanding manufacturing production of the electrolyte product, which I totally agree with. It is the best electrolytes I've tried so far. And in my opinion, it is the best electrolyte product on the market today. It surpasses LMNT and it surpasses Liquid IV in my personal opinion. So since I became a shareholder of this company, the company has been able to effectively double its revenue each and every year, except maybe with the exclusion of last year. Now the company is starting to enter a point where their manufacturing capacity is a little bit limited. So with them at this point in time, they introduced a new business unit 2 years ago now, referred to as the CDMO B2B business unit, which CDMO stands for Contract Development Manufacturing Organization. It's quite a mouthful, where businesses reach out to BioHarvest Sciences and sign a contract with them in order to develop a molecule that they can bring to market. So a big reason why I am an investor, or better yet, a shareholder of BioHarvest Sciences, why I continue to remain a shareholder and why I will continue to be a shareholder, is because it's a platform technology. So on this channel, I've covered how amazing the Vinia product is and what's possible from that product. Vinia is that's just the start of what BioHarvest can bring to the market in terms of what they like to term as human utility value, where they can bring a lot of wealth to markets in terms of overall human health. So they already have a olive product in the pipeline. When that comes to the market, who knows? They've talked about commercializing it and releasing the product for years. Just hasn't happened yet. And probably the biggest reason as to why is because there's just so much demand for Vinia that they need to keep ramping up manufacturing capacity in order to meet that demand. So they've just kind of held off of the olive product for now. But the great thing about the CDMO business is as soon as they're able to go from stage 1 all the way to stage 3 with each and every contract they sign, then they can establish a new contract with these corporations to expand manufacturing capacity. So if BioHarvest can source the plant material, and then also locate and identify the proper phytochemicals within that material. And if they're able to scale it from small bioreactors all the way to large bioreactors in the span of, I believe it's 18 months to 27 months, and complete all 3 stages, then they can reach full-on development of these products and these compounds. So recently, they just announced that they have about 5 contracts in development right now, and all of them except, I believe, for one contract with Tate & Lyle, which is Tate & Lyle is the maker of the Splenda sucralose ingredient. All of these contracts have made it past stage 1 and into stage 2. And so stage 1 is arguably the hardest one because they have to effectively locate the plant material, isolate it, identify the compounds, create cell banks from them, and then see if they're able to be grown in liquid media. So all the stage 1s except Tate & Lyle have been passed, and now we're into stage 2 for all these contracts. But just recently there was a announcement with Tate & Lyle where they will now be expanding from just one molecule to multiple molecules. So that in that sense, there's a lot of potential for that partnership. Because originally that partnership was to develop a sugar molecule, and BioHarvest retained 50% of the intellectual property rights of that molecule. And now it could be the same kind of deal, just with multiple molecules. So that's extremely promising. And now I consider myself very fortunate to have found BioHarvest when I did, not only for what it's done for my personal life, but also because they've given me a good template for what makes a great corporation. So a lot of companies over the years in the stock market, they've really just been chasing hype in order to raise their stock prices. BioHarvest didn't care about that. Which I'm saying that's a good thing, because I like to see companies grow naturally and slowly. Because if companies take their time to grow, they're more likely to last the test of time. And this company has really given me a good template for what I need to look for in terms of investing in companies in the future. They have a expert management team and scientific team. They have skin in the game, so they're very much invested in their own company and their own products. And they're committed to what they say they're going to do, which is vital for any sort of corporation. Like, they need to be directly focused, and if they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. Now, that hasn't always been the case with BioHarvest over the years, but for the most part, they've been very consistent. And then as the years have gone by, they've effectively been able to increase their efficiencies across the board with their company, whether that comes to marketing spending or that comes to increasing bioreactor size, but still maintaining the same square footage for where they grow their material. They've been taking their time to iron out the kinks, so that way when they need to grow massively, when they eventually do, they have been able to cut costs and maximize efficiencies. And so ever since the announcement of all these contracts going from stage 1 to stage 2, I became a shareholder a long time ago, bought some shares, am still sitting on them, and now that there's a lot of progress with the CDMO division, I am now comfortable to keep buying more shares and keep buying more stock of the company. And so when I buy shares, I plan to direct register these shares, because even though I'm buying shares, I am still very skeptical of the markets right now. Like we're living in the everything bubble right now, and really, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's sustainable. And I also don't trust financial institutions going forward because of what happened with MF Global and also Lehman Brothers in the 2008 financial crisis. So personally, I think there is a risk that assets can be lost in the next crash, because there will be a crash eventually. So I will want to direct register my shares, take them out of my brokerage's name, and put it in my own name. So my name goes on the shareholder register of the company BioHarvest Sciences. So lots of exciting things with BioHarvest going forward, even though the world looks the way it does right now. But in my personal opinion, you know, it's good to know about the bad things in the economy, but you also need to be optimistic for the future and where things are going. And this is an optimistic view I have on markets. This is just one company I believe will make massive change around the world and for the better. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And with all that being said, none of this is financial advice. I'm just saying my thoughts out loud for you to listen to. You do your own research and make your own choices. Don't go off of what I say. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe to the channel so that way you see more content like this in the future. And yeah, see you later.